Act 1. The Encounter. The scent of lemon cleaner burned my nostrils as I worked the marble countertop. This kitchen alone was bigger than my entire apartment. Marcus Delacroix's estate wasn't just a house, it was a fortress disguised as a mansion. I'd been cleaning here for 2 months, long enough to learn the routines, short enough that most staff still didn't know my name. "You're new to this wing." I spun around. Marcus stood in the doorway, filling it completely. At 36, the man looked carved from stone, sharp jaw, calculating gray eyes, and an intensity that made my pulse spike. "Mrs. Chen is sick. I'm covering," I managed, hating how breathless I sounded. He moved closer, silent as a shadow. "Sophia, isn't it?" He knew my name, my fake name. "Yes, sir." "Look at me when I speak to you." I forced myself to meet those storm cloud eyes. Up close, I could see a scar cutting through his left eyebrow. "You were a paramedic," he said. Not a question. "Trauma specialist. Now you're scrubbing my floors for minimum wage." Ice flooded my veins. I needed a fresh start. "From?" Before I could answer, his phone buzzed. He glanced at it, jaw tightening. "Wait here." The moment he left, I should have run, should have grabbed my things and disappeared. But my legs wouldn't move. When the door opened again, it wasn't Marcus. A man I didn't recognize leered at me. "Well, well, what do we have here?" "I need to finish my work," I said, trying to step around him. His hand shot out, gripping my arm hard enough to bruise. "Not so fast, sweetheart. Let her go, Russo." Marcus's voice was arctic. Russo released me instantly. "Boss, I was just... Get... out." 2 words, delivered like bullets. After Russo left, Marcus examined my arm, where red marks were already forming. His touch was surprisingly gentle. "Are you hurt?" "I'm fine." His eyes met mine. "No one touches what's mine." "I'm not." "You are now. Dinner, 8 o'clock. Wear something nice." It wasn't a question. Act 2. The deal. The private dining room made me feel like I'd stepped into a different world. Marcus sat across from me, having traded his suit jacket for a simple black shirt. "Why me?" I finally asked. "Why do you care about a maid you barely know?" "I know everything about you, Sophia Martinez." He paused. "Or should I say Emma Collins? The woman who fled Seattle 8 months ago with a 3-month-old daughter. The woman running from Tyler Hammond, tech entrepreneur, community philanthropist, and according to hospital records, violent abuser." My blood turned to ice water. "How?" "Your ex-husband's family is getting close. They've hired investigators. It's only a matter of time." Tears burned my eyes. "I have to run again." "Or," Marcus leaned forward, "you stay. Under my protection." "Why would you do that?" Something dark flickered across his face. "My mother tried to leave my father 7 times. The 8th time he killed her. I was 9. His voice was flat, emotionless. "I swore I'd never let it happen to anyone else if I could prevent it." The vulnerability in those words shattered something in me. What do you want in return? The Hammonds have been moving into territories that concern me. Tyler's father has political ambitions that complicate my business interests. I need leverage. You want to use me against them. I'm offering a trade. You get protection. Real protection. I get a strategic advantage. To the world, you become my partner, my fiancé. You want me to pretend it's the only way to keep you and your daughter truly safe. No one touches Marcus Delacroix's family. No one. I thought of Lily, my 8-month-old daughter sleeping peacefully in Mrs. Patel's care. Thought of Tyler's threats, his family's money and connections. If I say yes, what exactly does this arrangement entail? You live here, East Wing, private quarters. Lily gets round-the-clock security and a qualified nanny. You accompany me to certain events. We sell the fiction. And when you're done using me, you leave with enough money to disappear properly. Somewhere the Hammonds will never find you. My phone buzzed. Unknown number. "Emma, I know you're in Chicago. We should talk. For Lily's sake, I'll be at the Grandview Hotel charity gala tomorrow. Tyler. My hands shook as Marcus read over my shoulder. Looks like you're out of time, he said quietly. What's it going to be? I closed my eyes, opened them. All right, I'll do it. Act 3. The performance. The gala was a sea of designer gowns and expensive cologne. Marcus kept me close, his hand a constant presence at my waist. The sapphire ring on my finger, his grandmother's he'd claimed, caught every light. He's here, Marcus murmured. 2 o'clock. Tyler looked exactly the same, golden, polished, perfect, a predator in a tuxedo. When he spotted us, shock registered on his handsome face. Then, rage. Marcus guided us directly toward him. Tyler Hammond. Marcus's voice was cordial but cold. I don't believe we've been formally introduced. Marcus Delacroix. Tyler's jaw clenched. I see you've met Emma. More than met. Marcus's arm tightened around me. Emma's agreed to be my wife. The words landed like grenades. That's unexpected, Tyler managed, considering we share a child together. Lily's doing quite well, actually, Marcus replied smoothly. She's settled beautifully into our home. Tyler's face went crimson. You moved my daughter. Your daughter? I found my voice. The daughter you nearly killed when you shoved me into a glass table? When I was 6 months pregnant? Gasps rippled through the nearby crowd. Tyler's father, Richard, appeared. Perhaps we should discuss this privately. There's nothing to discuss, Marcus said. Emma and Lily are under my protection. Any attempt to contact them will be considered a hostile act against me. The threat hung in the air, unmistakable. Richard studied Marcus, then me, then his son. Political calculus played across his face. I see. Well, congratulations on your engagement. He pulled Tyler away before his son could explode. Act 4. The truth. Back at the mansion, after Lily was asleep, I found Marcus in his study. That was reckless, I said. You basically declared war on the Hammonds. No, I established boundaries. He poured 2 glasses of whiskey, handed me one. There's something you should know. Richard Hammond just agreed to a deal. What kind of deal? Tyler will be relocating to their London office, permanently. He's surrendering all parental rights to Lily. I nearly dropped my glass. Why would Richard agree to that? Because the alternative is federal prosecution. Marcus pulled out a file. 3 years ago, you discovered Tyler was embezzling from his family's charity foundation. You copied the evidence before you left. How do you know about that? I know everything, Emma. You kept that evidence as insurance. I simply borrowed it and shared it with Richard. You blackmailed them. I provided options. They chose wisely. His eyes met mine. Tyler leaves the country. No custody claims, no contact. You're free. The weight I'd been carrying for 8 months suddenly lifted. Free. Truly free. I don't know how to thank you. Marcus set down his glass, moved closer. Tell me something. Has this arrangement become more than pretense for you? Because it has for me. My heart hammered. What are you saying? I'm saying I didn't plan on falling for you, Emma. But somewhere between the performance and reality, I did. I searched his face for deception and found none. Just raw honesty. It's Sophia now, I whispered. I want to leave Emma behind. Start fresh. Sophia. He tested the name. Beautiful. And yes, this became real for me too. When he kissed me, it wasn't for show, wasn't calculated. It was just us. 2 broken people finding something whole. Epilogue. 6 months later, Lily took her first steps in the mansion's garden, stumbling between Marcus and me, giggling with pure joy. She's got your determination, Marcus said, catching her as she toppled forward. And your stubbornness, I countered, watching him cradle my daughter like she was made of glass. Our daughter now, The adoption papers had gone through last week. Tyler was gone. Actually gone. London hadn't worked out, apparently, and he'd moved to Singapore. No contact, no threats. Just gone. "What are you thinking about?" Marcus asked, Lily now content in his arms. "How strange life is. 2 months ago, I was your maid. And now? Now I'm home." He smiled, the real smile, the one reserved for Lily and me. "Yes, you are." Later, after Lily was asleep, Marcus pulled me close on our balcony overlooking the city. "No regrets?" he asked. I thought about everything. The fear, the running, the desperate gamble that had somehow become the best decision of my life. Not one. "Good." He kissed my temple. "Because you're stuck with me now, Mrs. Delacroix." I'd officially changed my name last week. Sophia Delacroix. A new identity for a new life. "There are worse fates," I teased. "Name one." "I can't. You're pretty much the best option available." He laughed, the sound warm and genuine. The sound of a man who'd found something he never thought he deserved. We stood there, wrapped in each other in the quiet night, no longer pretending, no longer performing. Just living, just loving, just free.